Hello, you are warmly welcome to Afro Projects. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and you turn on the notification button for more information from African politics, economy, and cultural review. It's becoming the president of the Democratic Republic of Congo. President Felix Tshisekedi has resumed the dream of the Grand Inga Hydroelectric Power Project to become the reality, and since taking the chair of the African Union, President Felix Tshisekedi has always presented the Grand Inga project as the Pan-African project that is aimed at eliminating Africa's economy, that is aiming at powering Africa and making Africa industrialize the process, a dream and a must-fulfill project. DRC, the Democratic Republic of Congo, has appointed the Fortescue to develop the Grand Inga Hydroelectric Power Project. The government of the Democratic Republic of Congo has announced the appointment of the Fortescue Metals Group for the development of the Grand Inga Hydroelectric Power Project. This announcement came barely a week after the Australian company revealed that it was in talks with the DRC to develop a series of dams that could lead the formation of the world's largest hydroelectric project. According to the reports, the company will invest roughly at about $80 billion in this project, which includes the construction of 6 more dams that would bring the project's total capacity to over 40,000 megawatts, roughly double the size of the largest hydroelectric dam project in the world, that is the Three Gorges Dam in the People's Republic of China. To date, the Inga Hydroelectric Power Project is made up of 2 dams with a combined installed capacity of nearly 1,800 megawatts, and whose construction was completed in 1972 and 1982 respectively. In addition to the construction of the dams, the Fortescue plans to construct the port and production units for hydrogen and green ammonia in its quest to become the green energy giant in the continent of Africa. The Grand Inga Hydroelectric Power Project is set for the development across the Congo River, approximately 150 kilometers upstream of where the river empties into the Atlantic Ocean. It is estimated that the vertical drop, the volume, the velocity of water flow to this site can support the series of hydroelectric power stations, each with generation capacity ranging from 4 to 8 gigawatts. In 2018, a Chinese consortium that includes the China Three Gorges Corporation and the Spanish consortium that is the AEE Power signed a deal with Congo's government to develop the 3rd dam, that is the Inga 3, the first power station in the series with a capacity of 4.8 gigawatts. However, the ground is yet to be broken owing to the questions of the project's financial viability. But with the political will of President Felix Tshisekedi, and with the search to make sure that the Grand Inga Dam becomes a reality, Africans dream to see the Grand Inga Dam, and we believe that if Africa wants to become industrialized, electricity, roads, and railway are the key projects to undertake in this continent of Africa. And if we want to make sure that the African Continental Free Trade Area is a real deal in the continent, infrastructures such as roads, such as reliable electricity and cheap electricity, and railway systems will be the key to make Africa the new China that is always dabbed to be. That will make Africa the real economy that is inspired by availability of natural resources, availability of arable soil, availability of a young population. When you look at Africa, you see the youngest population in the globe. The rest of the world have advanced stage in the population age distribution, but Africa, when you look at Africa, you see the youngest population that provides market, that provides labor, that provides the willing and the sharp mind to make sure that development is a key and the goal for this population. Currently, Africa has been facing an employment crisis. This is because the politicians that Africans have taken to power, has taken to the state house, are not ready to use the revenue that are collected in their respective countries to develop these long-term contracts. They only think of drilling water for supply water. They always dream of modernizing towns that are always existing, that to make sure that if the white comes, they say that this country is developed. They always think of road tarmacking the towns and thinking and forgetting the rural areas that produce raw materials, that produce food, that produce every need that is needed in towns. So if Africa really think of development, must think of rural areas, on how to supply electricity in rural areas, on how to supply roads, reliable roads to the rural area, and how to extend the railway system into rural areas where production, where agriculture is the key to make sure that development is feasible. And we believe in these undertakings that President Felix Tshisekedi is taking, is aiming at liberating the nearly 90 million population of the Congolese that have been impeached, that have been incarcerated, that have been impoverished by the poverty of their pockets, but not the poverty of their lands and not the poverty of their natural wealth resources in that great country that is full of minerals that you can never mention of. When you are told that smartphone materials, raw materials are all found in the Congo Basin, when you are told that gold is found in the Congo Basin, you always ask yourself, why then the DR Congo is still poor? Is the political will? Is the corruption? Is the political incapability to utilize these resources to develop the people of the Democratic Republic of Congo? And that is the marriage of the Africa and all that we see all over Africa. You go in the today Tanzania, you go to the Zimbabwe, you go to the every country in Africa. What you see is the inability of local and our leaders failing to utilize these resources that we have been blessed of, to improve our economy, to improve our health status, to improve our social status. I really believe in what President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni is doing in Uganda. I really believe in what President Marcus Chakwera is dreaming of. I really believe in what President Kagame is doing in the Republic of Rwanda. But I believe so, and so I believe that Tanzania will take the course that was taken, that was dreamed, that was implemented by President John Pombe Joseph Magufuli, the late president of the United Republic of Tanzania. I believe Mama Samia will do the same. I believe. But my belief may not resonate with what is going on. My belief may not be sounded well into our ears, because what is going on of the increasing taxation, of the increasing overpayment of electrical bills and whatever, that brings the doubt into most of the Tanzanians, that brings the doubt to the most of Africans that knew that the development of Tanzania brings the sense of liberalism, brings the sense of liberty, brings the sense of economic independence, because Tanzania and Ghana were the championeer of African free economy, free liberal continent in the 19th century. And now in the 21st century, we have thought that Tanzania was the key and was the mother of new African economic liberation. But we believe that will be the same thing. In the indigenous perspective, we see that will continue. But let's see and let's pray that Africa becomes the continent that we dream of. Let's pray that the African diasporas that are in America, that are in South Africa, near South America, that are in Europe, that are in Asia, will think of coming and investing in Africa, because Africa has the great potential to become the wealthiest continent in the globe if the technology, if the investment, and if the utilization of these diasporas that we have bestowed to the world come and think that now it's a time for Africa, it's a time to invest in Africa, it's a time to make Africa the real economy and the respectable population in the globe of the 21st century. Grateful you've watched my video till the end. Subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification button for more information from African politics, economy and cultural review from the indigenous perspective. With you is Mr. Politics. Thank you.